Hey guys, I'm Christina Gibson for Cambio, and we are here for a very special couch session with the one and only Jaden Smith. Hey Jaden.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. We are going to be taking questions live on Twitter, so send yours in by using the hashtag JadenCambioAE for After Earth, your new movie that's coming out.
Yes.
So let's get right to it, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, this question is from Misfits Society. They want to know, what great advice can you give to an actor your age who wants to get into the business or music industry?
I would say to them, because this is what I do. I basically talk to all of my friends all the time about acting, and I love to give people like inspirational talks. So I would say you have to really, really know that that's what you want to do, and you can't like change your mind later because it's not going to happen overnight. And you really just need to really be dedicated about it and really like decide right now that that's what you're going to do for the rest of your life. Because the only way that you're going to succeed is if you're working the hardest out of everybody in the world, because there's 300 other people, actually millions of other people that are trying to do the same exact thing that you're doing right now. That's what I would say.
So it's all about hard work and
dedication.
dedication.
It's all about hard work and dedication. It's just you have to want it more than everyone else.
I love that. That's great advice. We have another question from Malik Swag 24. They want to know, who is your best friend?
Moises and Mateo would be my best friends.
And tell us about them.
They run the Misfits brand with me, and we kind of been friends for like 4 years. They sleep in my house like every single night, and we all skate together and stuff. If you check on the Vine, you'll see a video. Our first Vine, Mateo's trying to nose stall a table in our hotel room, and some interesting things happened after that. And
you actually brought your skateboard with you today.
Yeah, so I did. They made me not have it.
An avid skater, tearing up the streets of New York.
They made me not bring it in here, though. I thought it wasn't professional if I brought it over here. I would, though.
We'll save that for another time. All right, this question is from Baby Brooklyn. They want to know, how would you describe your dad's attitude or mindset when it comes to acting?
I would describe my dad's attitude in life as just driven, and that's how he basically does everything. If it's acting, rapping, or writing, or running, he's just driven, and he is going to get to what he said he was going to get to, no matter what. Like if he says he's going to run 5 miles, he's going to run 5 miles, even if he like throws up everywhere. That's why he is so successful in what he does.
I think he's passed it on to you too.
Oh, thank you.
Here's another one from Love Jaden Uncool. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
I've never got that, nor have I ever had to think about it.
Now's the time.
Yeah. Most embarrassing thing that happened to me? Most embarrassing thing that's ever happened? I'm kind of always surrounded by people that I'm comfortable with, so it's hard to get embarrassed around, like if you're just around like family and friends. But it's pretty embarrassing when my dad tries to kiss me on the mouth in public.
Oh man, that is bad.
Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing. We were in Korea. He tried to kiss me on my mouth in the press conference. He tried to make a heart with our hands like this. I was against that as well.
You weren't down with the heart with Dad?
I was against that as well. And on Ellen, he tried to kiss me, and I almost flipped the couch over. So that was a good time.
I think it's sweet that your dad loves you so much.
I appreciate the love, but there's a time and place to kiss somebody.
I got it. I got it. All right, here's another one from I Swag Like Jaden S. They want to know, what was the most challenging thing about the making of After Earth?
Most challenging thing about the making of After Earth was probably the emotional scene, like at the heart of the movie with me and my dad. That's probably the most challenging part about making the movie. That part was like, I don't know, I try to avoid the emotional scenes as much as possible.
Now, were you and your dad funny on set? Did you guys play any pranks or anything?
Did we play any pranks? No, he's pretty serious. He's pretty serious about it when but also he likes to prank throughout his entire life, so it's kind of like the same. He likes to joke around all the time.
But he's all business on set.
Yeah. I mean, he likes to play around when he's not, like, in his wardrobe, though.
Got it. There's a time for work and play. All right, here's a question from Tashi Mirage. They want to know, how close is the relationship between you and the fans?
Between me and the fans? I try to get as close to the fans as possible. Anytime I'm out and about, I always tell fans, like, I'll tweet, like, say what's up to me. I'm at the Heat game. You know what I mean? So, like, I try to be as close to the fans as possible. Like, all the pop-up stores that we did in, like, Korea, all over the place. Like, I tried to just be in touch with everybody that was there and always say what's up to everybody. Like, you could see a video of me right before I started rapping. I forget where we were, but we did an SMG collab, and I just was like touching everybody's hands and saying what's up to everybody, so I love doing that.
That's awesome. Now, speaking of rapping, Kyla has a question. She wants to know, do you like acting or rapping better?
People ask me that a lot. I would have to live a little longer to know, because I've been rapping for 7 years, and I've been acting for around like 8 or 9 years. So I would need to like live my life a little longer to know which one I like better.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
You've still got a lot of living to do. You're turning 15 soon.
Yeah, turning 15.
What do you want for your birthday?
That's so weird. That's so weird. I'm turning 15. I want to stay 14. I wanted to stay 13.
Why?
Because it's so much cooler if you can rap ill and you're 13. But now that I'm 14, I'm getting older, so people expect you to be able to rap better when you get older.
I still think it's pretty impressive.
Oh, thank you.
All right, here's a question from Kinza XO. They want to know, what do you look for in a girl?
What do I look for in intelligence? Yeah.
Intelligent? You gotta have smarts.
Because I say stuff. I say stuff sometimes that like you wouldn't understand unless you were really intelligent. You know what I mean?
All right, he likes deep ladies.
Yeah.
Smart
like,
girls.
You know, I was reading The Alchemist the other day, and I thought this was really funny, and they'd be like, "Oh, I don't know what that is." Then it's kind of like,
it's a good book.
That sucks.
Very cool. All right, this question is from Misfits London. What is one item you can't live without?
My 5-panel. My hat.
Okay, I was going to say you have to tell me what that is. I'm not that cool.
Yeah, like, I've never been able to find this hat anywhere else. Is why you see me wearing it a lot. And I bought it in London, at a skate store in London, and I've never been able to find it anywhere else.
And how often do you wear it?
Every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Do you ever wash it or no?
I mean, you can't really wash hats. Like, you can't just kind of chuck in the washer.
Spot
so I'd have
clean?
to say no. I'd have to say no.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, this is from Katai. What is the hardest thing about acting?
They took that name? Did we?
Right there. Is that?
We let them take that name? I have to talk to my people about that. What's
the hardest thing about acting?
The hardest thing about acting and just, you know, being in the spotlight is probably when you do a character and people take the name of your character like on social media and stuff.
Watch out now.
No, I think the hardest part about acting is probably the stunts and the acting part of it. Actually, like the actual like emotion you have to express is really like difficult. It's really hard to do. It's really like sad too, because you have to get sad.
Do you do your own stunts?
Yeah, all the stunts that Sony would let me do, I did.
Nice, I like it. This question is from Daniela Bessa. She wants to know, if you could change one thing in the world, what would it be?
I would change all gas-powered cars to being electric.
Wow, I love that answer. So you're very into the environment.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to die, so I try to preserve the planet.
That's good.
Yeah.
This question is from Jaden Bieber.
Bieber.
They want to know, if you could star in a movie with anyone, who would it be?
Chloe Moretz.
Why?
Because I think she's a phenomenal actress.
And have you gotten to meet her?
No.
Well, Chloe, if you're watching, give Jaden a call. What kind of movie would you want to do?
Probably like an action movie. I love action movies. I think they're really cool. Or like a love story movie. Like, I've never done a love story movie before. Like,
romantic.
Yeah, like a romantic comedy or something like that. I've never done. I want to do any movie where I can communicate with other kids my age. Pursuit of Happiness, I was with my dad. Karate Kid, everybody spoke Chinese. And AE, I was in the forest by myself. I've never been able to communicate with anyone else besides Jackie Chan or my dad in a movie ever.
So Jane would like a movie with some people his age.
Yes.
And Chloe.
Yes. I would love to see somebody my age I can actually talk to. Like, when extras come around, like, the one day the extras will be there, just the one day that we needed extras on AE, I talked to all of them, and they're like, why does he want to talk to us? Like, why is he talking to us so much? And I talked to all of them about everything, and they were hanging out with me. The extras were in my trailer. I played them all my songs. They were like, why is he being so nice? It's because I never have anyone to hang out with. I'm always by myself.
That's so nice. Now, speaking of your fans, Sam Linax wants to know what's the craziest thing a fan has ever done?
A fan came up to me bleeding one time,
Oh, what would you do?
signed what she wanted me to sign, told her I advised her to go get some Band-Aids, maybe some Neosporin, closest hospital, and then I went to go see my movie.
Nice. What
Yeah.
movie was that?
I don't remember. I see movies probably every day.
All right.
That's my favorite thing to do, watch movies.
Now,
Literally.
Kwan Navi wants to know what inspires you to write poetry?
Yeah, that's a good question. Edgar Allan Poe, books like Catcher in the Rye, stuff
very
that I
well
go
read,
through in my
Jaden.
life. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And
That's my tutor.
we have a question here about Misfits, which is your clothing line. This is from Tia Marin, and she wants to know what inspired you to create the Misfits?
Well, I kind of just, before it started as just for something that I would give to my friends and that we would wear, and then we started putting it on Instagram, and then everybody was like, oh my gosh, we want it, we want it. Then it started to get more serious, like we really want it. And I was like, all right, let's just put it out just real quick. And then it was like, you know, now you have to make money from it, now all this, people want to do collabs, and it just started to get really serious, so now we had to catch up with all the business and then start to get really serious about it, you know what I mean? The winter collection is coming out soon, and, well, not soon, because we're in the summer right now, but when the winter comes, it's going to be coming, and I'm really excited about that.
And where can people buy it for people?
MisfitsRep.com. You can go to the Tumblr, listen to all the music, watch all the videos, buy all the clothes.
Do you have plans to do standalone stores, anything like that?
Yeah, in the future, definitely in the future.
It's coming down the line.
Everything is a process. You have to have patience. It's a virtue.
That is great advice.
That's lesson one.
Great
Jaden
advice
Smith.
from Jaden right here. He's wise beyond his years. Here's a question from Rock That Mindless. They want to know, where do you see yourself in the next year?
Paris.
Paris.
Yeah.
Why Paris?
Or New York. I wanted to come live here for a year when I turned 18.
You should. It's a great city.
Yeah, I love it.
What do you love so much about New York?
It's just a different vibe than LA. You know what I'm saying? It's more a fast-paced vibe. I really like it. I think it's cool.
That's very cool. We'd love to have you here.
Oh, thank you.
This is from Trimmer21. What's your favorite movie that you've been in?
Probably AE.
Tell us
Because
why.
I love space, extraterrestrials, you know what I mean? And it's the father-son story that's like really cool. And me and my dad are in a movie again, and we look more like now. Yeah, it's awesome.
And we have time for one more question. This is from Ednan SFT. They want to know, do you miss your long hair?
No. Long hair is difficult. I used to have to brush it. I used to get like little dreadlocks in it. It was hard to take care of. I used to have to braid it. I could never get in the pool because it would mess up my braids. And then after I got out of the pool, I would have to redo my braids again. So I was like, let me just cut it off. But I'm growing it out long. I'm not going to cut the top.
Not going to cut the top,
Yeah.
just the top long?
Short size, long top.
Short on the sides, long on the top.
Short on the sides, long on the top. I'm doing a song like that so people can really get in their heads.
The new style. I think we might have time for one more.
Okay.
This is from Zach Max. They want to know, what is the most important thing in your life?
The most important thing in my, like the most important idea.
You can take it wherever you want. The most important thing, it could be a person, a place, a thing you always have with you, anything you want.
Most important thing in my life? One thing? I mean, I could say, that's so many different answers. I could say my mom, because she brought me into this world.
It's a great one.
I could say my skateboard. If I was ignorant, I would say my phone. You know, I don't know. I'm just going to go with my mom. I mean, you can't lose with that one.
That's
you
very
can't lose
sweet.
with that one, yeah.
Great mom. And I think that is going to wrap us up for today, but thank you so much for hanging out with
Thank
Cambio
you.
Couch
Thank you
Session.
very much.
We've had a great time here with you.
Thank you very
After
much.
Earth is in theaters May 31st.
May 31st.
Check out Jaden, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.